we're back, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. Today, let's review Signalis. And in Signalis, you play a cyborg character that wakes up from a cryo sleep to discover that the spacecraft crash-landed on a mysterious planet. And on this mysterious planet, there's this underground complex that you need to explore. And what's immediately apparent is the very cool pixel graphics in this game and the atmosphere that really reminds me of Silent Hill, mixed with some anime sequences, and that really fits the sci-fi setting very well, I have to say. From a design point of view, the game consists of levels of interconnected rooms. Now, the top-down from the side perspective or view I found a bit tricky, as it can obscure the look on the character at times, as well as on where the doors are to go through. But sometimes also the game sort of shifts perspective to first person for a few moments, and that is also a nice diversion, I think, from the overall top-down view, which is nice. In point-and-click fashion, you explore these rooms, and sometimes there are items to be picked up and used someplace else. There are also notes scattered around the levels or the rooms that sort of flesh out the story, but that I found quite boring. Don't tell me the story. Show me the story or let me play the story, but don't let me read the story, I always think. Now, as your inventory is quite limited, there are only a few slots, the game does require you to move back and forth to the chest at the save game location, and I just found that annoying. Along the way, enemies, they roam around. These are sort of feral cyborgs or other strange creatures, almost directly taken from the Silent Hill franchise, as they crawl out of the woodwork as well. And yeah, these are quite creepy enemies. You can either engage them with a collection of weapons like a pistol and a shotgun, whatnot, or you can try to silently move past them. Ultimately, though, I decided to just ignore most of these recycled enemies by just running past them, which is a viable option. You can just do that. Now, progress depends on finding keys for doors to be opened, solve a puzzle here and there, get another key, and then sort of move through the game. Even though these puzzles can be very fun, I especially like the ones that require you to tune into certain signals with your radio, so hence the title, I guess. It still sometimes requires you to find a certain item that can be overlooked because of the dark nature of the game. And again, given the limited inventory, you keep backtracking, which is just a design flaw. It just gets very annoying. Also, later on, the game strips you of your map, which is annoying as well. I think it's just an artificial way to make the game harder and make you remember where all the rooms are and whatnot. And again, I just didn't find that to be much fun, because ultimately a game should be fun. What starts out as an interesting survival horror game, I think, gets brought down by these annoyances, which is very disappointing, because I really wanted to like Signalis a lot, but ultimately it is not that good. Yes, it does nail that sort of creepy and eerie atmosphere of horror games from the PlayStation 1 and 2 era, but it's in terms of gameplay, it's just not that much fun, I think. So, thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you think of Signalis, and see you in the next video.